Elsewhere, days after approving a new 255.9 billion shillings loan to Kenya, the International Monetary Fund (IMF) has revealed the strict conditions it issued to the Kenyan government ahead of the phased disbursement of the multi-billion shillings loan. The caveat on the loan approval by the IMF will include a major overhaul of some 9 parastatals in the country that have been registering persistent losses, as well as concerted transparency efforts in the utilization of the loans funded by various government entities. Our reporter David Mudoka breaks down the 255.9 billion shillings Kenya IMF loan deal that has been the subject of discussion among Kenyans in recent days.
Following days of social media uproar by a majority of Kenyans online who want the International Monetary Fund (IMF) to apply brakes on the disbursement of loans to Kenya owing to a ballooning public debt, IMF has however gone ahead to approve a 255.9 billion shillings loan to Kenya, but with stricter conditions. Unlike previous occasions where loan deals between Kenya and the IMF have been below the radar, the Washington-based multilateral lender has this time round let the cat out of the bag, perhaps as a result of the uproar online outlining the price that Kenya will have to pay for the loan. Already, IMF has channeled an initial 33.7 billion shillings to the Treasury as part of phased disbursement of the total loan amount. An additional 45.3 billion shillings is set to follow by July 2021, while the rest of the amount, which is 176.9 billion shillings, will be disbursed upon review every 6 months. To set this in motion, IMF has not only called on the government to put in place measures to tame rampant fleecing of the public purse, but has also gone the extra mile in identifying the specific leaks. As part of the loan deal, the Kenyan government will be required to initiate regular quarterly reporting on pending bills, covering ministries, departments and agencies, counties, semi-autonomous government agencies and state corporations. In another push to enhance transparency, IMF will require the Kenyan government to publish the results of an audit of all COVID-19 related expenditures in financial year 2019 and 2020 by end of May 2021. Again, the Kenyan government will be expected to ensure that comprehensive information on public tenders awarded is publicly available on the Government Procurement Information Portal, and that bidders are subject to dissuasive sanctions for non-compliance before end of June 2021. While going for the jugular, IMF has also targeted 9 loss-making parastatals, calling on the government to prepare an overhaul strategy for each to stem bleeding in public finances. They include Kenya Airways, Kenya Airports Authority, Kenya Railways Corporation, Kenya Power, Kenya Electricity Generating Company KenGen, Kenya Ports Authority, and 3 public universities. In its bid for the loan, which matures in 38 months, the government had sought the financial package to address COVID-19 response and the reduction of debt vulnerabilities. The new loan, however, comes against the backdrop of a debt crisis in the country that threatens to raise the current 9 trillion shilling debt ceiling even higher. Kenya's debt now stands at 7.25 trillion shillings, comprising of 3.48 trillion domestic debt and 3.77 external debt, after sharply rising from 1.79 trillion shillings in March 2013, barely days to President Uhuru Kenyatta's takeover. The head of state has, however, remained adamant that the public debt is within manageable levels.
I have almost 60% of the Republic of Kenya connected to power. My friend, for those kind of reasons, I will borrow, not to consume, to develop.
Development.
To develop.
But IMF has sounded an alarm, stating that although Kenya's debt remains sustainable, the country is at a high risk of